Hi, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Marley G, back at y'all on another episode of Running With You. And tonight we got to run about this video I came across. Man, I'm pretty sure this video going to be a little funny to me, but this dude must have had a revelation, and he's come to the conclusion that we just might, men and women, be messing with the high school bop. Hey, let's go ahead on and get right into this, brother. Thoughts and see what he got to say, man. Without further ado, let's get right into it, bro. Oh man, the high school bop, man. You finding out while y'all dating in y'all mid-20s. Oh my god.
I need some of us to be honest and admit that we just might be messing with the high school bop. Oh my God. We just might be messing with the high school bop. And you'll never know. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story, quick story. Back when I was in high school on the basketball team, I went into the our locker room one time for whatever reason to get dressed and whatever, get something out my locker, whatever it may be. It was before practice. So I go into the locker room one time, and in our locker room, there's the lockers and whatnot, and then there's a separate area with a bunch of lockers.
I
and
know
has
this
a cage or whatever, it's caged in and whatnot. And I think that was specifically for the basketball team. So I go in there and I see that the whole team, the whole varsity team, couple of the JV players lined up outside. Like the line was like going a little bit outside the locker and then into the locker. So I'm like, I hit one of my mans. I'm like, yo, what are y'all standing in line for? He really told me it's a shorty in there necking the whole team.
Oh my
He said
god.
it's a shorty in there necking the whole team right now. I said, stop lying. He said, right, bro, what you think we in line for? So I was like, first of all, disgusting. Second of all, I don't believe you. I have to see this from my own eyes. Like, is she really over here necking the whole team? I go in to the locker, go down the aisle, because it was like locker. So of course they was in the back and had everybody surrounded, blocking it off. I go in and, everybody tall, but I was one of the taller ones. So I do one of these. Yo, shorty is really giving neck to one of the players on the team. And then I literally watch him get out, take his, out or whatever, and move on. And the next dude gets up there, whip that thing out, and she just started going. I was
Bruh. When they come to middle school and when they come to high school, bro, I just look back and I say, oh my god, bro. If only they fathers knew what they were doing in these schools, bro. How could you stop it? If you put them in a preppy school, it still can happen. If you put them in homeschool, you ain't gonna do nothing but make them probably even more worse. The only way you could combat this is just give them the game and hope they can make the right decisions. But if your daughter gonna be a freak, your daughter gonna be a freak. Now, when he say we just might be messing with the high school bop, I'm kind of figuring where the story gonna go. This story likely is gonna go to where later on in life, he see that same girl who was necking that whole team married on social media or something, or one of his acquaintances or one of his associates or something then got with her, and he don't even know this because he's from out of town. You gotta check the Carfax. Now, is it possible for a man to still live a happily life with a woman like this that changed her life? Yes, it's possible, but it's highly unlikely. I recommend you go with the girl who was a good girl who had good morals. Now, you never gonna know for certain because some good girls, they know how to keep it real tuck low, and they gonna go to the grave with their secrets. These girls like that who bop it off the whole team, they don't give a damn because they know out of all them dudes getting head, those dudes gonna go back out into class and tell everybody what happened. And those girls just don't really, they just ain't got no shame. I met girls like this. You know, like some girls in this era, it's even more shameless. If anything, you get more benefits to doing this because you get a whole lot of clout, you get a whole lot of followers on Instagram, and you can make something out of nothing from that. And it's kind of profitable. So women are starting to say, well, shoot, you know, I'm being free doing what I want to do, this sexual liberation. And on top of that, I could profit from it, you know. But man, I always say, man, gay son, thought daughter, I would say thought daughter. And I always say, man, if I'm happily married with a woman and I found out she was the high school flipper, what would I do if I'm already happily married? I'm 2, 3 years in and we didn't build all this. And she just lays it out on me and say, baby, I got something I got to tell you that's been weighing heavy on my head. Or if I just find out from somebody else, like what if she from Atlanta, somewhere I'm not from, and then I know I run into somebody who knew her back then and they spill the beans on me of what type of girl I'm really dealing with. What are you gonna do?
Like, yo, it's wild here. I know y'all not gonna believe me. I left. I wasn't down for it. Y'all gonna be like, nigga, you know you got in line. Stop playing. I don't care what y'all say. I did not get neck from shorty. I did not do it. Fast forward 10, 12 years later, 15 years later, whatever, because I'm an old head. I graduated in 2011. 10, 12, 15 years later, I'm scrolling on Facebook. What do I see?
Married.
I see the same shorty. I see the same shorty at her wedding. She got married. I said, wow. We have to admit it. We're like, all a girl has to do is graduate high school and move to another state. And every guy in that state won't know nothing about her history. You won't even know that she was in that locker room topping off the whole team. I'm talking about the whole team. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't her first time doing it. And I'm pretty sure that won't be her last time doing it. And then years later, married. Oh, and that dude probably think he got a dime piece. Think he got the one. I said, now you know what I'm saying? Don't judge nobody off their past. But goddamn, if I find out the girl I'm talking to necked the whole basketball team, I don't care how long ago it was. Shorty, you're bugging.
Hey man, I know a girl like this too, though. But instead of it was in school, it was at our house. I kid you not. I remember I used to know a girl in New Orleans. She used to stay in the 8 wall. I ain't gonna say her name, but she used to stay in the 8 wall. Dog, this girl, you literally used to have dudes lined up out her door, and she had one of them hood mamas, one of them old dumbass hood mamas who just let anything go on with her daughter. She don't even care. Dudes used to be lined up just to come to the house and come smash. And she was pretty too. I'm talking about pretty cute little thing. And dudes used to be lined up ready for their turn, dog. And I don't know what it is to make girls do that. I don't know if it's some type of trauma. I don't know if they don't have their daddy in their life. I don't know if, you know, some people ain't really got nothing wrong with them. It's just some people just way more of sexual beings than others. Some people just got a high sexual drive. But now I ain't gonna lie, I hit that too. I was young. Forgive me. I was young. I had to been at least 14. You know, I remember me going over. I think I had a Carmelo Anthony jersey on, boy. That's how I know I was young. But yeah, man. At the end of the day, bro, I think this is what I think. Some people. Okay, look. I think when I'm like 55, 60, I'm not gonna give a damn about your past because I only got a few years. I only have a few years left anyway. You know, they say the life expectancy is around 80. So if I'm like 55, 60, I only got about a good 20, 25 more years. I don't really give a damn about your past. You know, you past that stage of looking for your life partner, in my opinion. You know, so you just trying to find somebody you want to just make you happy. The same way I think about that, some people think about that at 25, 30. They don't care about your past. So long as you make them happy, they don't care. And a lot of women, they don't really understand that. Like, oh, why does my past matter? Because they project, because they looking at a dude. They think the dude past don't matter. So, you know, if they feel like the dude past shouldn't matter, you should feel the same about a woman. But a lot of men don't look at it like that. But it's some men who do look at it like that. And some men want to freak. Some men want to freak. And some men are cucks. Some men want to see their girl get plowed by another man. That turns them on. P. Diddy ain't the only one out here. It's a lot of other dudes out here like that. But I want to know what y'all think down in the comment section below. If you're a female, have you been a bop? Keep it real now. Have you been a bop in high school, and then later on in life met the love of your life and y'all settled down? Let me know. Have you hid it from them, or did you tell them and it still worked out? Let me know, fellas. Did you get with the bop and you had to find out and you had to make a decision? Did you stay with her, or did you keep it moving? Keep it real. Let's keep it real. This channel called No Cap No Filter. Let's start keeping it real. Let me know down in the comment section. Hit the like video if you like the hit the like button if you like the video. If you're not subscribed, what you're waiting on. Until next time, I'm out.